All right, guys, let's take a good look at this. The beauty of both of these stones is that it's a mystery. One is a diamond and one is a moissanite. Which one is it? Hey guys, it's Michael from Fire and Brilliance, and today we have a special episode. We will be basically comparing our own FAB Brilliant Round Moissanite versus a natural top graded diamond, and I'm gonna get right into it for you. Alright guys, so we have a super exciting episode today. Instead of doing what I normally do and take out the stones one by one, I do want to keep it a mystery so that you guys can decide for yourself and guess for yourself, okay? So, but I want to introduce the stones that I will be taking out. So the first stone that I'll be taking out is a GIA certified diamond. So in other words, this specific natural mined diamond was sent to the GIA laboratory to have it graded into a report. Okay, so let me go ahead and take that out and kind of show you which stone or diamond we'll be comparing it to today. Again, this is a GIA certified reported diamond. Okay, it was basically graded in October 18th of 2017, so it's very recent, right? You can definitely see all the specs here. That's an 8.06 millimeter by 8.12 millimeter. The carat weight is a 2.01 carats. That's a color grade of an E, which is basically only one below a D. So that's a very top of the line type of grade for a natural diamond. The clarity grade is a VVS1. That is only actually 2 grades below the top grade of a flawless clarity grade. The cut grade is an excellent, polish is an excellent, symmetry is an excellent with no fluorescence. So this, if you were to ask for my opinion, is definitely a top of the line natural diamond. A few grades, even just for colors, only 1 grade below the top grade for GIA standard. So with that said, that is the report. This is the diamond that we will be comparing it to today. Now, we'll be comparing it to our very own line, the FAB Moissanite. Now, this is the Fire and Brilliance Brilliant Cut, Round Brilliant Cut Moissanite, and it will be the colorless version, okay? So let me go ahead and unpackage that for you and take it out. So this is the stone that we'll be comparing it to. It will also be an 8 millimeter or a 2 carat diamond equivalent weight, so that we're comparing apples to apples, and it's also a colorless moissanite as well, all right? So there you go. Alright guys, so again, this is a super exciting episode, and the reason being is because we are going to actually want your involvement in guessing which one is a diamond and which one is a moissanite. So while I'm describing the specs of both of these stones, go ahead and definitely take a look at it visually and see if you can figure out which one's a moissanite, which one is a diamond, and leave a comment below, okay? Both of these stones, rather, are 8 millimeter stones, okay? Meaning that the diameter of both of these stones are 8 millimeters. So the diamond equivalent weight of an 8 millimeter stone is approximately 2 carats. Okay, so both of these stones are approximately 2 carats of diamond equivalent weight. Both are brilliant cuts. Again, what is a brilliant cut? A brilliant cut is a way that master cutters or diamond cutters or gemstone cutters are able to facet the stones so that it maximizes the sparkle, the beauty that's within the stone. Okay, so both are round, brilliant cuts, 8 millimeters at 2 carats, diamond equivalent weight, and are basically colorless stones. All right, again, the diamond is an E color, and the moissanite, the FAB Round Brilliant Cut Moissanite, is a colorless moissanite between an E to F color. Okay, both being round, both being 2 carats, both being colorless, so we're definitely comparing apples to apples, and they're both brilliant cuts. So can you guys guess which one is which at this point? Well, I'm going to go ahead and let you know right now. That stone is the moissanite, and that is the diamond. The difference between these two stones, obviously, if you've seen a lot of the videos that I've made in the past, the diamond is made of 100% or almost 100% carbon. Moissanite is made of silicon carbide. Moissanite regularly used as a diamond alternative because of the optical properties. It's very similar, as you can tell. The difference between the two stones in terms of pricing is that it's currently priced at $660 versus this diamond, depending on where you buy it, okay? So it can cost anywhere between $50,000 to $120,000. Anywhere between $50,000 to $120,000. And some may ask, why is there such a huge range in terms of how this stone is priced at, right? The reason being is because it depends on where you buy it, who you buy it from, and from which brand do you buy it from. Branding plays a big part in terms of how a diamond is priced. So therefore, if you were to look at or purchase a diamond of this caliber, the average approximate price here in the United States is about anywhere between $50,000 to $120,000, the current market value today as of January 2018. Okay, with that said, that is $660, the moissanite, and about $50,000 to $120,000 in retail value, the diamond. All right, guys, and I definitely want to definitely go over something that is very, very nice in terms of what the FAB Moissanite has to offer compared to that of the diamond, is that it's cut very similar. With that said, let me go ahead and kind of show you what I mean by that, okay? First of all, the stone on the right-hand side is the natural mined diamond, and the stone on the left-hand side is the FAB Moissanite. And basically the reason why I'm showing this close-up shot is because I want you to visually see the proportions and how similar these two cuts are. Let's start off with the girdle. The girdle is the center section of a stone, okay, that separates the pavilion, or the bottom section of the stone, and the top section of the stone. The top section being called the crown. With that said, if you take a look at it here, visually it looks very proportionate. Obviously there are some slight variations between one cut and the next, and one stone to the next. Most gemstones are never actually cut exactly identical to each other, only because every single stone has slight variations. But with that said, in general, the proportions are very similar. If you take a look at the crown of the moissanite, it's very similar to the height of the crown of this natural diamond, both stones again being an 8mm stone. And the same with the pavilion. Okay, so the purpose and the intention of this is to kind of show you the similarities between the natural diamond and how the brilliant cut is cut versus the FAB moissanite and how similar it's cut to that of the natural diamond as well. Alright guys, so the stone that I will be measuring first for the purposes of comparison and making sure that I am proving that this is an apples to apples comparison between the moissanite and the natural diamond, there you go. That's approximately an 8mm stone. Okay, the Fire and Brilliance Moissanite, like many other companies that create moissanite, will have a variance of anywhere between a plus or minus about a 0.05mm. Usually it's typically on the larger side of things, so it's the same with Fire and Brilliance here. Okay, so if you take a look here, that's approximately about an 8.05mm or so. So it is approximately a 2-carat diamond equivalent weight. All right, so let me go ahead and take out the next stone. The next stone is the natural diamond that has a lab report with GIA, the one that I had showed you earlier. So according to that report, it's an 8.06mm by an 8.12mm in diameter. Each one of these marks, these little ones, is about approximately a 0.1 of a millimeter. So if you take a look, it's just a little above it, so it's right there. It's about an 8.1112mm stone. Okay, so therefore it definitely confirms the GIA laboratory report that I had showed you earlier. So it is approximately an 8mm stone, and again it's a 2.01 carat diamond to be exact. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and weigh it for you now. All right, guys, so the first stone that I will be weighing in is the natural diamond. Again, based on the GIA cert or the lab report, it is a 2.01 carat of actual diamond weight. Okay, so if you have never had the chance to take a look at one of our previous Gemini episodes on diamond equivalent weight, you could skip that episode altogether because I'm going to go over it with you in terms of how moissanite is measured. Okay, so with that said, let me go ahead and take out the natural diamond. The moissanite now is measured by diamond equivalent weight. So the question is, why is it measured by diamond equivalent weight? It's because a moissanite is usually and typically and normally used as a diamond alternative. So normally when people are looking to buy a moissanite, they want to know what a diamond at a 2 carat will look like visually. But a moissanite, since the density is less than that of a natural diamond, okay, it's usually, for the most part, based on the way it's cut, is usually going to weigh slightly less. So if it's cut similar to that of a diamond of the same diameter, or 8 millimeters in this case, then it should weigh less. Even though the diamond equivalent weight is a 2 carat, because it visually looks the same, it should weigh less. So let's go ahead and check that out. There you go. So the FAB Brilliant Moissanite is about 1.73 of 3.5 or 3.4 of actual carat weight, of moissanite carat weight, but the diamond equivalent weight, again, is a 2 carat diamond equivalent weight, and that's the reason why. All right, guys, so this specific setting here versus our previous videos, it's more of the classic solitaire types of settings. Okay, so what is a classic solitaire setting? It's basically a standard 4-prong setting. So if you take a look here, this is a V prong compared to that of the sculpture prongs that I was showing you in the past. From the top down, it's going to be a 4-prong setting, which basically means each one of these little metal bars, if you will, that connects to the center point of the shank or the band is called a prong. So these are rounded 4 prongs holding the center stone, and it's on a standard shank or band. The jewelry terminology of this section of the ring is called a shank. Okay, so it's a standard rounded shank, and it's also a comfort fit. What does a comfort fit means? It just means that around the edges here, it's a little more rounded as opposed to being squarish. Again, it does not necessarily mean it's uncomfortable if it's not called a comfort fit. It's just based on aesthetics, preference, taste, and look and appeal. Okay, so if you like something that's a little more rounded around the edges, then go with a comfort fit. And if you don't, then go with a regular shank, okay? It's still comfortable regardless if it's a comfort fit or not. The beautiful part of this specific setting that we had decided to choose here, if you notice, is all 14K rose gold from top to bottom, from the prongs, the entire head, to the shank, and all of the connection is all 14K rose gold. So that's the reason why we wanted to choose this specific setting to showcase the center stone, the FAB 8mm colorless moissanite by Fire and Brilliance. This is an 8mm colorless brilliant cut. Again, a brilliant cut maximizes the brilliance and the fire, the sparkle of the center stone. So the beauty of a solitaire ring is to truly showcase the center stone, so that the beauty of the stone is being brought to light, and then the rest, which is the setting, is there to complement it. The beautiful part of the rose gold being one of my favorite colors in terms of metals. If you've seen my videos in the past, I've expressed that I really like yellow gold and rose gold. So therefore, you know, this specific setting is really, really nice, especially with a colorless stone. You could tell that's colorless even though the reflection of the rose gold may show in the stone a bit. It may be misconceived as having some color, but realistically the center stone is colorless and the prongs around it is rose gold. It gives it that really beautiful vintage type of inspired look and feel. All right. Hey Hey guys, I hope you guys like what you saw there. Again, if you haven't checked out our other playlist, it's called the F&B Rings, Blings, and Things, and it will showcase all the jewelry that we have to offer. With that said, I hope you actually really liked this episode. And did you happen to know the difference, or were you able to spot the moissanite versus the diamond, or the diamond versus the moissanite? Well, leave a comment below. Let us know if you were able to actually locate it and figure it out. So with that said, hit the like button. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you again next time. Goodbye.